Okay, we're coming at you live from the most beautiful alley in Oakland. Look at that. We got this old car. We got no man's land. We got a bobcat. Things ain't bad over here. We've got little loonies. Looney, say hello. Okay, we're going to do some yoga. It's a beautiful day. Apparently, we're all supposed to stay home. So let's do this stuff. You need a mat, some water, your breath. Okay. Okay, come to standing at the top of your mat. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the feet press into the earth and stand up a little taller, but relax the shoulders. Bring the hands to heart center. A breath of gratitude for being here. Here's our little friend Luna to say hello. Inhale, reach up, arms overhead. Exhale, slowly bend forward. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Just release through the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway again. Exhale, fold. You can grab the backs of the thighs. You can slide the hands to the calves, pressing the hands into the backs of the thighs or the calves. Inhale, rise all the way up in the knees as you rise. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up, long spine, tailbone down. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms out to a T, palms up. Exhale, hug yourself, one arm under the other. Inhale, open up wide, stretch through the front of the chest. Exhale, opposite arm under, hug yourself. It's the only person you can hug now. Inhale, open. This is some time for self-love. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. I've had to cut off all my fuckboys. It's hard. Inhale, open. Arms up. Exhale. Bend one of your elbows. Grab that elbow. Feel the back of your arm, the elbows that is bent. Feel the back of that arm press into your head. Bring your other arm out long. The thumb comes down and then wrap your arm around you. So it doesn't matter what arm you're using, and then fold forward. Doesn't matter if you touch your hands. Inhale, lift up, come to standing. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, up. Arms to a T, exhale, switch the arms. Inhale, arms to a T, exhale, switch the arms. Just flow a little bit here. Let it feel good in your body. Inhale, open up, exhale, hug yourself. Inhale, open up, exhale, hug yourself. Inhale, open up, bend the knees, hug yourself. And just find a little flow with it, opening up and then twisting side to side. Let this be as loose as you want, as soft as you want, as deep as you want. Bending the knees as you twist. Looking over the shoulder. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, now bend the other elbow. Grab that elbow with the opposite hand. Press down into the elbow a little bit. Feel the back of your head press into your arm. Arm comes out to a T, thumb is down. You internally rotate the shoulder to reach behind you. If reaching is too much, just put the hand at the small of your back. Taking a breath in. And then exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding. Feel the head press into the back of the arm. Inhale, up. Exhale, release arms the opposite way. And then the other way. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just coming back. Bend your right knee and see if you can grab your right top of your ankle. If that's not accessible to you, just bend the knee. If your knee comes out wide, hug it back in. Your left arm you can put on the hip. You could try to grab the ankle, Whatever works here, take a big breath in. And then exhale, slowly bend your standing leg and fold forward. You might fall. Use your hands on the block. Use your hands on the ground. We're just sort of experimenting here and beginning to build strength in the ankle. Standing poses. Inhale, come back up through center. And then exhale, slowly, slowly release. Roll out your left ankle. Oh, so good. Many parts of this practice you will realize areas of the body that you do not give attention to. So now plant strongly through the right leg. We'll find the opposite. Bend the left knee. Grab the top of the left foot, the left ankle. Right hand comes to the hip for more stability. Inhale, take a big breath. Pull the belly in. Exhale. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, fold. You could put your hand on your thigh and then let it slowly fall to the ground. Holding here. Folding forward any which way you can. You can kind of kick up and back into your hand like dancer's pose if you're into that. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, slowly, slowly rise, strong leg. Exhale, slowly release the left leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Just a little sun A action. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, plank. You can always come to the knees. The shoulders are over the wrist. Strong arm, strong shoulders, strong back, strong legs. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, chaturanga, or all the way to the floor. Inhale, up dog. Lift up through the front of the hips. If you're in up dog, take a few breaths. If you come all the way down, find cobra pose, the top of the hips. The legs press into the floor. And slowly come back into your downward facing dog. Bend your knees a lot. Spread through the fingers. We like to clench here. Open up your hand like you're palming a basketball. Press into all 10 fingertips and the L shape of your hand. Bend the knees more. Feel the pelvis tilt forward. Take deep breaths. At various points in this video, the children in the apartment building, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, fold. Yell things to me, and it's quite enjoyable, and I'll tell you what they yell to me later. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bend the knees as you rise. Pull the belly in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bow forward. Taking it out of the back and into the backs of the thighs. Inhale, halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold and step back. Feel like your tailbone is pushing to the back of the room, the crown of head forward. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga, or all the way down. Here in chaturanga, or cobra rather, keep your palms on the floor. Lift through the chest, press into the tops of the feet, the tops of the thighs. Slowly come to down dog. Feet are hips with distance rather. They could even be wider. Feel the shoulders draw away from the ears. You want to externally rotate the shoulders and draw them back, getting them out of the ears. Letting the head hang heavy. Feel free to walk it out, bending one knee the other. Slow down the breathing to the count of 4 in and 4 out. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step forward. Slowly take your time, no rush. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, reaching high. Tailbone down. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back plank. Our last time through sun A. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Feel your heart reach through the arms. Hadoken! I hope you get to play a lot of Soul Calibur or Street Fighter during this quarantine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Readjust as needed in each and every pose. We need to take time to notice where our hands are, our feet are, our shoulders, our head, our hips, our pelvis, the spine. Slow breathing, deep breathing. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step forward, fold. pressing through the feet, opening up through the backs of the thighs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, hug yourself. And slowly fold forward. Inhale, come back up, still hugging the self. Exhale, arms open. Hug yourself, breath in. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, arms. Exhale, twist. And shout. Or stay quiet. I like to make fists sometimes, and you punch yourself in the back. Good for your kidneys. Bring your hands to heart center. Okay, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. You can see my face when I'm trying to concentrate. That's what I look like. All right, let's move on. Now's a good time for some water. Come to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Grab the top of the right foot. Bring the left hand to the hip, or wherever works for you. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bend the standing leg and bow forward. Take your time, gazes forward, forward, forward. Even here when you look down, look forward a little bit more. Hand to the floor, or you can float it. Bend the standing leg, and then as you exhale, open up. Sort of a standing splits thing. Later we'll do sugarcane pose or half moon. This is in preparation for that. Really push through the standing leg. Inhale, slowly squat down. Exhale, rise to standing. As you inhale, bring the right knee and the right leg forward and hold. Inhale, kick the right leg long. Exhale, wiggle, shake. Inhale, bend the knee. You're gonna not like this in a minute. Exhale, slowly find, what do you call that pose? Eagle pose. So the right leg is over the right leg is over the left leg. You're finding eagle, arms are hugging yourself. You can curl in, lifting up. Exhale, curling in the elbows to the spine. Inhale. The thing you won't like is coming up soon. Exhale, or maybe you'll love it. And also just judgments and thoughts. They're not real. Inhale, arms overhead, the knee rises. Exhale, slowly take it all the way back into a lunge. The right knee comes down. Thumbs up. Here the toes can tuck. The back leg, you can have the top of the foot down. I like to put a blanket under my knee. This was not a good idea. I'm on concrete. And we're just in lunge. Inhale, reach it up. You can lean out of it a little bit. And then exhale, hug yourself deep in. Inhale, up. Just flowing. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, up. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, up. You can pull in the pelvic floor muscles here. Exhale, deepen. You can pull in the navel up and in. Or not do any of that. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take that left arm and reach back to the right leg. Inhale, looking up. I definitely forget to do this on the other side. So I will cue it. We'll build in a little time for it. I am not perfect. Hands to the floor, as many of you know. Then exhale, set up your legs for what would be a warrior one. Lately, my calf has been a little ouchy, so I'm going to do high lunge. So you choose warrior one or high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bowing forward, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Back foot is still down. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, feel the length of the spine. Exhale, airplane arms. Hands to the floor and float the right leg. Little standing L action. Hands can come to heart center. Lift up through that right leg. Inhale, you might want to reach forward. Close the right hip as much as you can. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, we're going to do pistol squat in a moment. So inhale, get long. Exhale, hold. Inhale, kick the right foot to the butt, and then slowly exhale, squat. The right leg comes out long, pistol squat. You can bring your hands to the floor. Oh, baby, yes. And then you can have hands to heart center, and then I say I can't do that. Inhale, come back up to standing L. Take a breath in. Maybe you float the hands to the heart. And then exhale, that foot comes down. You're in warrior one or high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up warrior two. A lot of room in the feet here. You want wrist to wrist between your ankles. Okay, so widen the stance. Notice how the shoulders are over the hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Grab the right elbow. Take a breath in. The left arm comes to a T. The thumb turns down and wrap. Then just sort of rock here. Explore it on your own. My thighs are killing me right now. Readjust the foot. Sometimes you need to walk it in and then come into extended side angle. You can do those dwi arms. You can put the arm to the thigh. And this is where the little girl said, shake your ass, shake your ass. And then I waved to her. Take it back. And then hands to the floor. Step back. Just kidding. Bring your knee to the ground. Take it back. In a little hamstring stretch. Come forward and then pivot into wide leg forward fold. Dad ass dough. And then you rest here. You really want to make sure the feet turn forward, or even they could turn in slightly in. You can play with hopping. If that's not your thing, just stay here in forward fold and feel how the feet press into the floor and you're opening up through the backs of the thighs. If you are hopping, you bring weight forward, really forward into the balls of the feet and the hands. You look forward. Inhale. You breathe in. You bend the knees. Exhale. You give a little hop. Just chilling out here in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, crawl it back to lunge. Step back plank. Again, you can always come to the knees. You could also float that back leg. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Notice how my shoulders don't come lower than my bent elbows. Inhale, up dog. Look at those thighs, they're lifted. Look back at it so the feet are pointing straight back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Doge. It's great to just scream doge at people on the street, and if they get it, it's wonderful. You can step or jump forward. The jumping's just for fun. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Doge. Inhale, rise. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just kind of taking in that side. We're going to do it again. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, grab now the left ankle. Notice if your left knee comes out, draw it back in, keep the hips square. You find what works for you in that right hand. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend the knee. Start to bend forward. Hand can come to the ground. Inhale, you really want to bend the standing leg, and then you exhale, open as you press into the standing foot. Press into the standing foot. Long spine. Try to relax your face. Don't look like me. And just breathing here. And inhale, you slowly rise to stand. The arm reaches overhead. And then exhale slowly. See if you can float that left leg. Inhale, kick it out. Holding here. Inhale. Arms overhead. Exhale into eagle. The left thigh over the right. The left arm under the right. Hug yourself or find those eagle arms. Weight is in the heel of the standing leg. Really try to sink the hips back, the tailbone straight down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, curling in, elbow to the navel. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, curling, elbow to navel. Inhale, up. Exhale, curling, elbow to navel. Inhale. Releasing it all, the arms up, the knee floats. Exhale, a little airplane pose, a little plane here, hands to the floor, stepping back into lunge. And come down to that back knee. All right. Here in lunge, just holding, breathing. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, hug yourself. Inhale, up. Exhale, hug yourself. Inhale, up. Exhale, hug yourself. Inhale up, and here's what I forgot, but take that right hand and bring it to the back of the left thigh. So don't do what I'm doing. Inhale, just reach up. Exhale, hold. You're looking up at the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Okay, now inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Lift up the back knee. Inhale, rise. High lunge or warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, get ready to fly. Airplane pose, hands at heart center or on the floor for standing L. Your choice, wiggle wobble. Holding and breathing. Just imagine someone's pulling you in both directions, spine as long. As you inhale, slowly find that split squat, pistol squat, and exhale. Feel free to inhale, put the hands on the floor, push back up, standing L, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that foot back down. Inhale, high lunge, or warrior one, your choice. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Notice how my shoulders are over my hips and my ankles are just about wrist distance wide. These poor children cooped up in their house. I told them to come play in the alley, but, you know, their mom probably thinks I'm a weirdo. Bend the left elbow. Grab the left elbow. Bring the right arm out. Make sure that thumb goes down and then wrap. You're taking it back and forward. Back and forward. Just whatever feels nice for you. You can find dwi arms. Dwi just means two. Or you can bring the forearm to the thigh like I am doing here. Long spine, long side body. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale. Take it down. Step back. Just kidding. Pivot to wide leg forward fold. Good. My knees are turning in a little bit here. So what you could do with the knees is really make sure they're pointing forward in the same direction and then lift up through the kneecaps. You want to feel this in the backs of your legs a lot. Again, if you want to do little hoppies, you look forward. You really need to try and get over this fear that the shoulders have to be slightly in front of the wrists. Exhale, you hop. And sometimes you get it and sometimes you fall. And all of this has taken me probably a decade. And none of it matters because it's just for fun. The point is to fall and laugh, not to do perfect handstand. Pivot back to the front. Always come down to the knees if you'd like. You can float the right leg. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Whatever leg that was. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. We're going to go and do more, and it's going to be great. Exhale, chair. Notice the long spine and chair. More weight in the heels. Option to inhale, lift off the heels. We're going to hold this for like more than 10 seconds. So you play with it. Maybe you do one at a time. Maybe you don't do that at all. If you are lifting the heels, just think about pushing the ankles forward, but going back, gaze forward, long spine. Still holding. Okay, inhale, you're going to try to rise on the tippy toes or rise to standing. Exhale, slowly release into chair. Inhale, standing. And then exhale, bend the right knee, grab the back of the ankle, the top of the foot. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bend forward. Left hand can come. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, open up. Here too, the knee will want to roll in of the standing leg. Try to roll the knee out so it points straight forward. Bring your right hand to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, pistol squat. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back to standing L. Both hands on the floor. Grab the top of the foot again if you'd like, and then inhale slowly. Rise to stand. Exhale, kick that right knee forward, 90 degree in the hip and the knee joint. Inhale, kick the leg long, hands to heart center. Exhale. Inhale, arms overhead, bend the knee. Exhale, finding eagle. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, eagle. Exhale, sink. Squeeze the thighs together. Inhale, float the right knee. Exhale, kick the right leg back. You can keep those eagle arms if you so desire. Inhale. Exhale, step back, come down to the back knee. Inhale, eagle arms. Exhale, open up. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, take it forward, hands to the floor. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, crawl it forward. Inhale, back it up. Exhale, forward. All right, we're going to do a little splits action. So, I would definitely get a block. I didn't have any of that stuff. But there should be a block under my butt cheek that's just floating in air. I took that left leg and I walked it out. So the left leg is slightly at an angle. You can tuck the back toes. You could also look over the left shoulder to make sure if your right foot is pointing straight back, if the top of the foot is on the floor. Kind of hug your outer left hip up and in. And then slowly crawl out of it. Take your time. You're in lunge. Kick the right heel towards the butt. Inhale, reach your left arm high, and then twist it back. Get a strap. Don't worry about grabbing the foot. Literally is not going to save you in any way, shape, or form. Come back to lunge, and then set up for warrior one or high lunge. Inhale, rise. Strong back leg. Exhale, airplane. Long spine. Inhale, rise. You can play with almost floating. Exhale, airplane. Tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale, fly. Hands to heart center. Roll the right hip down. Inhale, arms come forward if you'd like. Hold here, exhale. Bring the hands to the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, grabbing the top of that right foot. Here we can play with sugarcane. Inhale, you bend the left knee, and big exhale, you push and open through the hips. Notice if you're really pushing the chest forward and going into your low back, hug the front of your chest in. Inhale, release, and exhale, come to standing L. Pistol squat. Whoa, boy. Inhale and exhale, you push back to standing L. Breath in. Exhale, step it back. Getting ready for lunge. Inhale, rise. Warrior one or lunge. Exhale, open up. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Hinging from the left hip. You can let the right hip roll a little forward and down. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Find your flow. Cobra or up dog, so good for the front of your hips, so good for longevity. Downward facing dog. Feel free to take a little rest here. Child's pose, crawling those fingers forward. Okay, we'll come back to downward facing dog. Just take your time to get there. And then, if you'd like, you can step forward or you can hop into forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. All right, sinking into chair. Inhale, you can lift off the heels. Exhale, hold. And we will breathe here. Play with drawing awareness around the body. You will feel it in the thighs, especially the ankles if they're lifted. But what about the top of the head? the mid-back, the space between the shoulder blades, the fingertips, the navel. Still in chair. And then inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, release. Hands to heart center, shake out the legs. And then bend the left knee, grab the top of the left foot. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly begin to bow forward. Hands can be at heart center or touch the floor. Inhale, bend in the right knee, and then exhale, opening up to sugar cane, a form of sugar cane. Inhale, close the hip if it was open. Exhale, slowly pistol squat real low. Inhale, press up. Exhale, grab the top of the foot. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, kick the left knee out 90 degrees, and then inhale, kick the left leg long. You can point the left toes. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, sinking into eagle, Garuda. Here, if you have the full pose, not the full pose, but rather the arms at their fullest expression, try to press the palms away from you. The elbows come down. If you're in hug, it's the same thing. Just focus on the elbows, the shoulders pulling down. Squeeze the bottom thigh into the top thigh, and then inhale, slowly rise to stand, and then exhale, push back. Land, lunge, come down to the left knee. Exhale, rock back. And just move here with your breath, forward and back. Throughout this whole practice, there are all sorts of ants crawling on this mat for yoga. Power of watching an ant. I'm not even over-exaggerating. Quite beautiful. Slowly come forward into lunge. Walk out the right foot and find your version of splits. There should be a block and a blanket underneath my right hip right now. So to best support your body, I would use props here. Walk it back so you can sit upright. I keep my extended leg pretty bent. And then forward, roll the left hip and thigh in. Mine's turning slightly out. Press to the top of the back foot and roll it in that way. Take your time, come out of splits, back into lunge. Press the left hand into the floor, slowly reach back with the right hand and grab the left foot. Lizard, you can walk the right foot out, roll to the pinky edge of the right foot. I like that variation. Slowly release. Lift off the back knee, sit up your feet for warrior one or high lunge. Inhale, reach it up. Long spine, shoulders over hips. Exhale, open warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach it forward, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle, and float into half moon. So you can hold it like that. You can bend the top knee, grab the top of the back foot. Don't make the face I'm making. Relax your face. Breathing in, you can bend into the standing leg. Exhale, you can push out. You could float your right arm. That's an option too to play with and see. Take a big breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Don't try so hard. And then release into airplane. Ooh, little challenge. And then finally to lunge. Bring your back knee down. Take a moment here. Step back into plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk. forward, or you can practice some hops here. So you could stay in forward fold or hop. Keep looking forward. You take a big breath in. Exhale, you bend the knees. Keep looking forward, forward, and hop. Trying to keep your knees together, your feet together. Come back to down dog. Adjust the shoulders. Move in the pose if you like. Inhale, lift off the heels, look forward. Exhale. Come to a seat. You could jump through if you'd like. In seat, lift out your stuff. And then lean to the backs of the sit bones, find boat pose. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. We're going to do 10 of those. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I think that was the last one. Inhale, hold and lower, and then flutter your legs. Relax your head a little bit. I hold on to my legs sometimes when it's a really hard flutter, flutter. Now crisscross. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, boat. Exhale, rock forward. Ooh, step back into plank. So you can do supported side plank here. That's what I'm showing now. I want to make sure that your right knee is directly below the right hip. And if you were to look, the right toes point straight back. Okay, and then we're going to do these crunches like that. The other way is to plant the right palm, spin open, high plank. Make sure right shoulder over right wrist. Inhale here, lift the top leg. Exhale, crunch. 9, 8. You could get a little more crunchy than I am right now. 7, 6. This is where you can say the expletives. 4, 3. I'm dying here. 2, and 1. I'm walking here. And then slowly release. I'm walking here. Okay, come down to the knees. Take a moment. Whoo. A Jesus moment. You know what's coming next. You do the other side, supported or not. Make sure. Left shoulder over left wrist. Float that top leg, and just at your own time, find 10 crunches. Here you can see I'm kind of caving in my chest. Really lengthen and lift. This side was much harder for me. I think we've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Plank, strong. Plank, strong, plank, strong. Lift up through the thighs. Come down to the forearms. We're going to do a little dolphin dog here. Notice how my shoulders are over my wrists. Feel free to bend the knees to tilt the pelvis forward. This is also no joke. You might need to come down to those knees and just hold there. You can walk the feet up more or less depending on your body, what it does. Doesn't really matter. That pose is insanely hard. Child's pose. Release pressure of third eye on the mat. Relaxing through, especially the low back. Letting the back broaden. Slowly come up to seated. Swing the legs out long in front of you. Do a Paschimottanasana, west-facing pose. And I'm not facing west in this pose. I'm facing south. So if you can turn west, do that. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bowing forward. I have a bend in the knees. You might need that too. Please don't make the legs straight if your hamstrings are screaming. And here we're just flowing. And then when you're ready, let it all go. You can do this pose 2 ways. You could take it real straight, trying to lengthen and engage through the core. Or you can do what I'm doing here and really let gravity do some work. Get a block, put it on your shins, and let the head rest on the block. I would also really recommend that if you're newer, or that's, again, just how the body works and what it does. Don't strain. Come into yourself here. Working on reminding ourselves that we can come back into ourselves just like that. In our mind, in our body. Janu Shirsha. Okay, I think this is my right leg out. Yeah, my left knee is bent. You inhale, reach up, you turn to your right leg, and then you bow in. Bend the knee, put a block on the knee, put some blankets on the knee. Also might serve you to sit, get the hips higher in this pose. You roll a blanket, you put it under your butt. You can flex the right foot, you cannot. Different theories. Super powerful pose. Very, very good for you. Inhale, reach up, come out of it. Exhale, you're going to turn to the left. You're going to let the right hand fall where it may. I would bend the right knee. And then you let that left arm come up and over. This stretches something. I don't remember the name. It's this super deep muscle that is really tight on us because we don't stretch it. Let gravity here do the work. Breathe into this big old side stretch. It might be part of your like iliopsoas thing. That might be it. I don't remember. Then you put the right palm on the ground. You take a big breath in, and exhale, you lift up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift up. Just play with it. If you've never done it, take some time. Find what expression suits you. One more time. I have clean water. I have a flushing toilet. I have food in my pantry. Opening up to that stuff. Despite the uncertainty, the fear, we're doing the other leg. Now the right leg is out, left knee bends, and you fold over. One more breath here. Let it all the way out. Inhale, slowly come up. Arms overhead. Exhale, you turn towards the right. You side bend. Our left leg is long. We switch sides. I get confused sometimes. Here it's really easy to collapse, so try to keep that top shoulder drawing open. Slow, deep breathing, or you've gone too far. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, the palm plants just behind the hip, and then you big inhale, lift up. If this was too much, you could do this on the forearm. I like that a lot too. More grounding, more surface area. Spread the palm. All right, we'll release from that. Pick your wedgie, do your thing. Wide leg forward fold. Best to sit up on a block or a rolled up blanket. I should also have that. Bend in the knees, inhale, reach up. Exhale, you lean forward. 2 years ago, I could almost touch, my stomach and chest could pretty much touch the ground in this pose. I stopped doing yoga. Doesn't do that anymore. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what this looks like. And it will change through your practice, through your life. Notice I'm not rolling my thighs in, knees point up, pressing down to lift up. You stay there. I'm turning, but you stay there. You stay in wide leg forward fold, or you can try this fun thing. You bend the knees, you big toe hold the toes. You inhale, lift your legs, and then exhale, rock back and forth. Inhale, you lift up. So play with that. You could pause this video and play around with that. Inhale back. Exhale, forward. Do this if you've maybe been doing yoga for a while. It does feel nice. You could also bring knees into the chest and just roll back and forth. Forget about the legs. Stimulate the spine. Come back to wide leg forward fold. And now, just one moment, I'm going to move the camera because Hadoken, this is low rent. I'm using my MacBook here, people. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Coming into all fours. That's what we're doing. And then lift up into down dog. We're moving into pigeon. So reach your right leg high. Exhale the right knee to the right wrist. The left ankle does not need to come up to the left wrist. Okay. Put a blanket, put a block where I just pointed. I really should have that here. You look over the right shoulder, make sure those left toes are pointing straight back. You lower yourself down. In a moment, I'm going to show a different modification. This pose is intense. But instead of the right leg like it is, you can come onto the right knee, so the right toes point straight back. And then you fold over your right thigh. So that's a different variation. I think I'm about to show it here. That if none of that works, I would just lie on my stomach, rest my head on my hands. Or you could do it on your back. It's another variation. Here, wherever you are, make sure the forehead is on a block or a blanket. Release. Moving awareness to the elbows, the tips of the toes. Slowly come out like so, and you want to wiggle that left knee into the crook of the right knee. Get a blanket. Your right hip will probably be not on the mat, so shove some things under there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Inhale, your left arm comes out to tee the thumb points down. Exhale, you wrap the left arm behind you. We did these arms earlier, way in the beginning. This is crazy for the hips. Take it slow. Breathe super deeply into this. Don't rush it. Yes, we're still holding the pose. And then slowly releasing the arms. Rock forward, you can step back into plank, plank on the knees. Dog, 4. Pigeon, that's how you roll the shoulders out there. Pigeon on the left side, inhale, left leg high, exhale, left knee, left wrist. You find whatever variation. Just make sure that the extended leg, the right leg, is nice and straight. The top of the right foot is on the floor. If you have a tight front of your ankle, which most of us do, this will be intense at first. But you're slowly finding more flexibility through the front of that ankle, which is really good for lots of reasons. Folding and releasing into pigeon pose. Block or blanket under that left sit bone. Encourage some deep exhales here for the nervous system. Open mouth exhales. Inhale, slowly come up and out of pigeon. You tuck the right knee now into the back of the crook of the left knee. Make sure both sit bones are down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. You bend the left elbow. You can grab the left elbow with the right hand. Push it down a little bit, and then inhale, right arm out to a T. Thumb turns down. Exhale, wrap the right arm around the back. Inhale, get tall. Press the back of the head lightly into your left arm and fold to any degree. I tried to save an ant there. I don't know, I got distracted. Coming back into the pose. You pull yourself out through thoughts. You draw yourself back in through the breath. Over and over and over again for the rest of your life. That's what we're doing here. Deepening in the pose and then coming out. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, hands to the floor. Come out of the pose and find a seat on the heels. Hero's pose. Then we'll come onto all fours. And then we're going to prepare for Shirsasana headstand. So you make sure your elbows are shoulder width distance. So you grab them. And then you interlace all 10 fingers. You tuck the pinky, the bottom pinky up so that you can press onto this flat edge of your hand. Okay? Again, making sure the elbows are shoulder width distance. I grab them. If you're new to this, I would even just stay here on your knees, and that's it. And just focus on pushing into the arms and the edge of the hand. That's all I would do if you're new. Or you can come into Dolphin Dog. You can do that. Or if you're new and you want to try, you think you've built up some strength, before you come to the top of the head, press into the forehead. Walk your feet up. Then you can bend one knee and practice these little hops where you're trying to get your knees into your chest. Just the knees into the chest. Come down. I needed to readjust here. Do that as many times as you need. So you bend one knee, you hug it in to the chest, and then with the other leg, you inhale, bend the knee, hop. First, you get the knees into the chest, you hold that. After you have done that, then you bring the knees over the hips, so like your heels are kicking your butt, you learn how to hold that. And then one day you bring your legs up. So those are two ways to try it. Just Dolphin Dog or on the forehead. If you practice this a lot, you know the crown of the head comes to the floor. You can float one leg and then the other. You could float both legs up. Or if you're hopping, you're working on hopping, one knee into the chest, inhale, bend the knee, exhale, hop. First, knees into the chest. You start there. Then, as I said before, after you hold that for a while, you bring the knees over the hips, the heels towards the butt, you learn to hold that. And then, through time and practice and patience and dedication, strength, energy, devotion, your legs come up not to a full 180, a straight line, but slightly less than that. And that activates those low belly muscles, the core a bit more. Really press into the forearm bone, your radius, your ulna, and then the edges of your hands, and feel how it presses through the shoulders. So you breathe here and you hold it. I tried to hold it for 10 seconds or 10 breaths or something, and then you come out. Pause the video if you want to practice this more. Come to child's pose, rest. Relax the shoulders. Come up to seated again in hero's pose. Swing the legs out in front of you and come all the way down. Now we do the king of poses. I'm not going to do the full-on shoulder stand just because I think that's better when you have a human teacher. So lie on your back. There's a lot going on in that pose. This is the same benefit, so you bring your legs up. 90-degree angle, maybe slightly less. And then you just relax and breathe. Shoulder stand. Sarvagapangasana. For your blood, for your sleep, for your inner knowing. For clarity and balance and grounding. In this part of the video, we get a little visit from my roommate. He'll be back in a little bit. Bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Massage the lower back. Enjoy it. Things can feel good, even when things are not so good. And now it's the end, my friends. Corpse pose, Shavasana. Bring the legs out wide, the toes turn open. Tuck the shoulders just slightly, shoulders down the back. A blanket under the head is very nice here. I prefer that. But if you want to open up through the throat, you can do so. Again, just gently move awareness throughout the body during corpse pose. Normal breathing. The eyes can fall closed or find a point of focus above. Okay. Wiggle the fingers, coming back. Wiggle the toes. Inhale, reach the arms, long body stretch. Come back. Exhale, knees into chest. Rocking side to side. Take your time to slowly roll up to a seat. It's very low tech here. Okay, everyone. Thank you for this beautiful practice. Mani Padme Hum, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. This is my wonderful Dharma brother, Francisco. What do you have to say to the people in their houses?
Stay safe, stay clean, don't be dirty.
Don't be a dirty bitch.
Wash your hands.
Okay, we love you. Bye.